Welcome, bienvenidos. This is Roxanne. This is be where you want more than tea. Give me a second. Okay, I put you on mute. Why are you making sounds? Thank you. Give me a second. Give me a second. Why isn't this opening? Hey Adele. Hi Lily. Hi Mimi. Hi Live and Learn. Hi Erin. Hi Dippy. Good afternoon. Hi Hilda. Buenos dias. Hey Tony. Hey Molly. How are you all doing? I know I'm early. I'm about 12 minutes early because I'm trying to make this short because it's not going to be pretty. Thank you for the likes. Um, Everybody okay? Hanging in there. How about you? Hell, you'll find out. I'm just waiting for you guys to let it out so I can let it out because this might be interesting. Might be boring, but it might be interesting. I said it. Yeah, but I'm waiting for a phone call, so I had to come in early. Hey, Melissa. Hi, Mink. Feeling kind of drained, to be honest. It's interesting, and you live in Florida like me, so you know this is just not fun at all. I'm no great, but it's all right. We're gonna be fine, Aaron. It's gonna be fine. The first thing I want you guys to understand, it's just gonna be okay. It really is. Hi, Melissa. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm pissed. How's everyone? Don't start with me. Let me at least let other people let their frustration out, and then we talk about that, okay? Hey, feed me. No, but we'll get there. Depression and anxiety, yeah. Especially when you consider that as until yesterday, I was 16 months out of being a woman, and even my OBGYN thought I was in menopause, and today and yesterday that all changed. So I am not happy. So to begin with, I've not really been on Twitter because I've seen some ish. Oh, you're gonna find out. Um, I went for my walk this morning, and I walked by myself, and I did everything I could possibly do to stop crying, and it didn't work. And I will get into it in a little bit, but I have chronic tendonitis in my hands, and it's been flaring up a lot lately. It's the stress. It's probably the stress. The pain is making it hard to get the things I want to do accomplished. I can only imagine because I have one leg that is I've had a problem with one of my legs since I had gallbladder surgery, and for some reason I can walk, so it's not that, but I can feel the pain when I'm walking, and it's not my usual pain, so it's kind of weird. Y'all, if y'all start making me cry, I'm gonna like block you. I want menopause. Are you kidding me? That was 16 months of bliss. I was so happy. Hey, Fedora. So come on. Who else? How are you feeling? How are you doing? How are you holding up? I didn't want to be a woman from the beginning when I was 13 and this thing started. I'm done. Can we move on now? It's been 40 years. Can we move on? It's not like I'm going to have children now. I'm looking forward to grandchildren, not children. All my friends, and I have friends in their 30s that are already grandmas, and I'm sitting there like, when is my turn? My sister is 3 years older than me, and she has one, two already. Menopause was the best thing that happened to me. Oh, I was loving it. I was living for it because I didn't have any of the symptoms, nothing. All I had was that thing was gone. Well, I had some of the symptoms, but they were not as bad as. But I've always had the hormone that is not the right one. It's always been high, which is the only explanation that they can figure out for the 3 miscarriages was that. So, um, I probably won't have as bad a menopause as most people, but it's because of the hormones, which is kind of interesting because ironically, I never wanted to be a girl. And when those test results came back, I was like, that's why, because my hormones are not the hormones that I'm supposed to have. So, yeah, it didn't stop me from growing boobs, though. Go figure. I might have hit menopause, but doctor told me to wait a year to be sure. Well, I had been done for 16 months, though. We were coasting. And then yesterday was like, oh no, I'm going to mess with you a little bit more because I told you all Mother Nature is getting even with us. She decided to get even with me. It's a toasty day here. I have been enjoying some sun with my border collie in the garden, struggling a little with not working, but every day is a day closer to getting back to some sort of normality. New normal, basically. Hi, Renee. It's been 9 months here. Well, I wish you 3 months of happiness so you can be done with this because I am not happy. Had mine since I was 9. I'm 40 now. Enough already. I was saying enough after I miscarried the last time. I was like, I'm done. It's not going to happen again. So can we move on from this? And the problem is that the symptoms, I had all this. If I actually would have been paying attention, I had all the symptoms. I just didn't recognize it because, of course, I'm not supposed to be doing this. So, Mimi, you're like my sister. My sister, I think, started at like 9 or 10, something ridiculous like that. But that's the normal age, 9 to 13. I started late because I was almost 14 when I started. So, all right, there's 25 people in the chat. So, I'm going to ask one more time if anybody has anything that they want to get off their chest, go ahead and do it because when I start talking, I'm probably not going to look at the chat. Oh, that's pretty. What is that? Oh, it's a fairy. That's so cute. Yes, hit that like button. All right. I hate that a man can make those calls. They need to carry a baby in their belt. No, I always said I want every man to give birth through you know what. Once they do that, then they can complain everything they want about us and our pains and whatever. Yeah, because I went there. I don't care where they carry the baby, they have to give birth through there. Let it expand. And thank you, Christina. Yeah. And then they'll be like, ugh. That's why I like the Try Guys had a video where they tried the stomach and they had the pains like women do. Yeah, they found a new respect for women after that. The heels was one thing, but to have that stomach with all the pains and the, yeah. Why did they flag the fairies? They did? Did Christina get knocked out? They better not knock the fairies. They're pretty. Are you serious? Only plus is that the depot shot stopped the bleeding and eased the cramps significantly, but still get the cravings and some cramping. It asked to approve. Well, I don't have it. I don't have. Hi, Skip. I don't have it like I have to approve it. So, and I've never put a block on emojis, so I don't even know where I can get that. Just don't put any more fairies, Christina, because I just sent you a message. Are you knocked out? So, okay. Well, at least it made me laugh before I have to start talking. So that's good. All right. So let's do before I start talking, how many of you have not had access to Twitter and don't have a clue what I'm about to talk about? Please press 1, because that will determine if I have to give you a rundown or not. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's not cool. People who know too much press 3. Half a clue. Yeah, I know you do. All right, so I am going to have to do. Okay. All right, for those of you who don't know, today is April 23rd. That will come in handy for you to know later. Last night, Shelby had a situation and some post, but didn't know what started it off this time. Yesterday, okay, there have been some information. Hey, Courtney. There have been some information that had been left out when Shelby decided that he wanted to make peace with certain people. There was some information that was left out. He was not given all the information he needed to make a intelligent decision. Hi, Christine. Keep in mind that for those of you who met me later, I was off Twitter for a month. The only reason why I came back is because if you stay out more than a month, they deactivate your account for good. I had not made a decision on whether I was going to stay or not, but I didn't see anything. What happened, I didn't see. For one thing, I don't follow some of the people that are involved. For another thing, I didn't know some of you. And the ones that I started talking to, they had not told me anything, so I didn't know. There is one particular post that I'm going to talk about later, which is the one that basically drove me to tears. Hi, Amy. And last night Shelby had a live stream, and if you haven't seen the live stream, it is really, it's really sad to see somebody break to that point. And for the people that were saying he's just acting, I talked to him before and I talked to him after. If he was acting, he deserves a freaking Oscar. ISD, because what he went through last night was horrible, because he found out everything. And I'm not going to name names, Skip, but you know who said it. And as much as I wanted to be a support for Shelby, because I know exactly what he's going through, and I do mean exactly. The only difference between Shelby and me is that Shelby was tempted to use certain substances, and I've never done drugs, so it wouldn't be the same thing. But as far as other things, yes, it's exactly the same situation. I understand the paranoia. For those of you who don't know, he was so paranoid that he questioned both his partner and his mother because he thought they were betraying him. And I never questioned my partner or my daughter, but I can tell you, that's okay, Hilda. I can tell you from personal experience that when you start getting phone calls in your cell phone number from people that you don't know who they are, but they're threatening you, and you have an idea of who sent them, but none of those people have my phone number, so you don't know what limits these people. Hi, Linda. You don't know what limits people went to get your information, but it's too much of a coincidence when those phone calls came in and those situations came in, so you know where it comes from. Let's put it that way. And you start, I mean, there came a point, and the sad part about this is, you guys know, 4 months ago I started being able to have a life again, and I would go out and I would be looking on the rearview mirror every time I drove to make sure that nobody was following me. So I understand the idea of being paranoid. I have taking different routes to places that I normally take a 5-minute route. It would take me 20 minutes because if anybody was following me, I didn't want them to know where I went. When I leave the house, if I'm alone, I look like a crazy person because I'm wondering if somebody's going to show up. I have been threatened to be swatted several times, and I had to call the police in my area and ask them to have some sort of record on my person, that they know that if there's a SWAT attempt, that they know that I have been threatened with a SWAT attempt, so that when they come, because they're going to have to show up, they don't come out guns blazing because they realize that, maybe this is a false alarm and they're just messing with her. So I understand the paranoia. As far as the suicides attempt, if you read the thread, you know there were 2, and you also know that one of them was almost successful. So when I tell you that I know exactly what Shelby's going through, I know exactly what he's going through. And on the one hand, I want to end this whole thing and just deactivate all my social media and move the fuck on and just forget about this whole thing. But you see, I've told you, when I tell you guys that and I always use we when I'm talking about the channel and whatnot, and one time you guys asked me, why do you always say we? It's because I have a partner, a silent partner, and that person happens to be related to me by blood. I gave birth to her. And so after something happened last night that was like the last straw, because to tell you that the whole thing with Shelby was triggering as fuck, yes, it was, because it was exactly one day before the 1 year anniversary that this hell started for me, which is why I told you guys April 23rd has a meaning. 1 year ago today, to the note, certain people started campaigning against me actively, because the other two people that had tried to campaign against me were not that, once in a while. But these people have been relentless. And so when I went to talk to my daughter, the answer was a firm resounding, put your big girl panties on and no, you're not quitting. And then this morning, I talked to my best friend who, up to a point, I would say that he knows how much this means to me more than even my husband knows. And he was like, you're not going to quit. And I kept talking to him and talking. You have to understand something. For those of you who don't know, hi, Lichins. For those of you who don't know, allow me to explain something to you. I have friends in real life that happen to have Twitter. And some of those people have seen what these people have said about me. And they have begged me to answer them. And I have told them that if they so much as say one word, I will unfriend them in real life. And I'm not talking about people that have known me for a year or 2 years like most of you have. I'm talking about people that have known me for 40, 37, 38, 36 years. The person that knows me the least that is in social media with me that's a personal friend has known me for over 5 years. So these people are not people that don't know who the fuck I am. And every single one of them has sat there furious. I don't mean like a little upset that, they're talking trash about. No, these people have been furious. And the funny thing is that the more this happens, the more I explain to them why I want to stick it out, the more I start thinking to myself, why am I doing this to myself? Because it gets to a point where you're like, the fuck is wrong with me? I realize I'm a Scorpio and I'm stubborn as hell, and I understand that. And I'll probably be stubborn until the day I die. I'll be looking at God telling him, no, you're not taking me. I'm not done. That's the kind of stubborn I am. I mean, the day my dad died, I was convinced he was not going to die, which is probably why it hit me so hard. Because until the last possible second, I thought my dad was going to pull through. So I'm very stubborn, ridiculously stubborn. That is the one Scorpio trait that I'll take to my grave, and I'll own it. But when you start telling your friends, and I've been telling my friends now for months, don't say anything, don't defend me. And I've even told you guys not to defend me, to leave them alone, to not let them say whatever the hell they want to say. And I know some of you don't do it because you get pissed at them and whatnot. And here's the part that bothers me the most about this whole thing, which cracks me up in a way, but at this point, I don't give a fuck. These people have been dragging me, bullying me, harassing me for an entire year. I have probably talked about this situation 7 times, if that much, but I'm the bully. Because they're parody satire. I'm sorry, calling me a fat ass, talking about my looks, talking about how old I am when some of these people are older than me. Calling me an e-beggar when some of you actually came to my channel on my live stream and begged money for makeup, when the one time that I asked for money was actually for food. And having the goal to call me e-beggar and a scammer, but the person that the makeup is okay because, are you fucking kidding me with this shit? The hell is wrong with you? And then the one that hurts, because it's very convenient, and you all know that I have said this before, they have mental health problems, so we have to forgive them for all their sins, but we cannot have mental problems, because if we have mental problems, we're acting. Or if we cry, we're acting. We don't really have mental problems. Fuck you. Fuck you. And I know this is going to get demonetized, but this already paid for it, so I can say whatever words I want to say right now. I have 0 fucks to give about you. 0. And I don't know, the straw that broke the camel's back, because I'm thinking in Spanish. In Spanish, es la gota que derramó el vaso, for those of you who actually speak Spanish. Yesterday, somebody who I'm not going to name either, because this person has actively campaigned against me and she can go fuck herself too, posted a screenshot on somebody that I don't even know this person, because I don't know this person. Rox is a racist. I don't have it with me. How come that when you all are attacking Saya, who happens to be black, and you have the goal to call her a racist apologist, or when you go and call You Live and Learn a Klansman, or when you talk about any person of any heritage, whatever you want to call it, it's okay for you to call us racist, but I cannot call you a racist for attacking a Puerto Rican woman who happens to have a black grandparents. The fuck is wrong with you? I am very proud of Taino blood, of my African blood. I'm even proud of the freaking colonizer Spaniards, because at the end of the day, they made me who I am. So as much as I hate that they were colonizers, they're part of my blood. And no, I'm not reading the chat. And for you to come at me with the racist, because that's the only thing you have, is call me fat, call me ugly, call me old, and call me a racist. Well, I'm telling you right now, I am fat, I am old, I am ugly, so are you. Because if it's okay for you to call me ugly, then let me tell you, you people are no price. You're not. You're not winning any Miss Universe contest. You're not skinny. None of you are. At least the ones that show up their faces and their bodies on social media. And one of you happens to be at least 10 years older than me. So what the fuck are you talking about? And yes, I'm angry. You can take the screenshot that you always like to take, the screenshot of when I look angry or whatever. I am angry because you are an idiot. And you're ruining the experience, not only for me, but for all those people that are sitting on the chat. The other thing that annoys the crap out of me is that, oh, you're dismissing my mental illness. Your mental illness doesn't make you an asshole. You're an asshole who happens to have mental illness. And I will die saying that. Because like I've said before, I have known people with schizophrenia. I've known people with BPD, bipolar. I've known people with severe depression, anxiety. You name the mental disorder, I have at least somebody in either in my family or my friends, and my friends are my family, that has one of those ailments. Not one of them is as big an asshole as you are. And the problem that I have with this whole situation is the following. The same people that forgive you for that shit come at me for the same shit. Except I'm not the one who's made I don't know how many videos bitching about me. I don't waste my time editing a video about me. About you, I should say. Because I don't want to waste my time on you. That would require for me to watch you, and I refuse to watch your fucking videos. Which is probably why I didn't know that somebody had called me a racist and I found out that day. And the fact that you people keep talking about me while attacking other people, because if you don't think it sucks to watch Shelby go through what I went through, because obviously you people haven't learned anything from being pieces of shit, it does suck. Because Shelby's a young man with a good life, with good ideas, with lots of talent. And you people are trying to bring them down with your bullshit. because you're so fucking miserable and you're such pieces of shit, and you cannot even reach this much level of talent as Shelby's, that you are so jealous and so bitter and such a piece of shit that the only way you can compete, according to your logic, or cloud chase, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, is by bringing him down. And none of you is going to rest until you kill somebody. And that's my fear. Because it might not be Shelby, it might not be me, but somebody's going to take their own life because of what you people do. And I swear to God, if that ever happens, I will press charges for attempted murder for you. I don't care where I have to go. I don't care if I have to travel to a different country. I don't care where I have to go. I will find the evidence and I will tell a judge and a lawyer, you need to put these people in jail because what they're doing is not right. And then I'll bring all the evidence of all the other people you've harassed and bullied, and the people that you've run out of social media, because there's people that have run out of social media because of your bullshit. And I'm tired. I'm honestly tired. I woke up this morning, I walked up to my best friend, I looked him in the eye, and I said, I'm quitting. I had said yesterday I was not sure if I was going to quit or not, but I actually told him I quit. And his answer, because in this, he and my husband are the same, and it annoys the crap out of me, but at the same time, I always attract the same kind of people. No, you're not. That was the answer I got, which ironically was the same answer my daughter gave me. But in my daughter, I can understand it. Hi, Tanya. In my daughter, I can understand it because my daughter is a Scorpio like me, so she's stubborn like me. But I was like, excuse me? You're not quitting. And then I had a half-hour conversation because when we ran into each other in the store, and when I got home, I get a phone call. You're not quitting. We're not talking about this right now. No, you're not quitting. I don't know what gets in the brain of a person that is so obsessed with another person that they can't let go of the anger and the hate. But you people need mental health help. You do. You need a mental health professional to set you straight. Because what you do on social media, and this goes for everybody that's attacking Shelby, and it's attacking me, and it's attacking the girls, because I'm not getting into it right now, but Live and Learn has been attacked, Vanessa has been attacked, Nessa has been attacked, Skip has been attacked, Joe has been attacked, Martin Lewis was attacked. When you have a pattern of behavior where you find it logical to have 10, 15 sock accounts on Twitter, and by the way, the all of them do. They can lie all they want, but I have people that know things, and they have shown me the proof. Most of these people don't have less than 3 accounts on Twitter. I have 2 accounts on Twitter. Everybody knows I have 2 accounts on Twitter. Everybody knows which they are. If I make the mistake of posting something in one account that's supposed to go on the other, nobody bats an eyelid, because I have never been secret about the fact that I have 2 Twitter accounts. I have 2 Twitter accounts, 2 Facebook pages, 2 Instagram, and they're all divided exactly the same. MetamorphosisRox and Aviddiva. It has always been like that. I do have a personal Facebook, but that has nothing to do with you people, because unless you're in there, you don't know. And if you are in there, you know I don't post anything about anything that's happening right now. I have 1 TikTok, 1 Snapchat. The others are 1. But on the ones that I have 2 is Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, YouTube, because I have the channel. I don't make a secret about who I am. Everybody has seen my face. I didn't put my name on any of this stuff. I don't want my full name out there. It is out there because somebody doxed me last year. But actually 2 people doxed me 2 years in a row. But I normally don't put my full name out there. And Saya and Courtney were also harassed. And I think it's very interesting to me that these people that claim to be woke are always attacking Saya, are always attacking me, are always attacking all these people. And it's okay for them to do it, and their fans applaud them for doing that. But if any one of us decides to fight back, we are bullies. And we dox people. And we do this and we do. I saw somebody on a comment once saying that I dox people. I have never doxed anybody in my life. Never have I doxed somebody. If I have accidentally said somebody's name that wasn't supposed to come out, that's a different story. But guess what? If you have a YouTube channel and you use your real name when you say hi, you say, hi, my name is Juanita del Barrio. Guess what? I'm going to call you Juanita del Barrio, even though your name might be Plunge TV. Because that's the name you put on your channel. So that's not doxing, bitch. That's not doxing. And for people to sit here, accuse me of things that I have never done, or of behavior by poisonous, of behavior that I haven't done, because it's fun to traumatize other people, to bully other people, to harass other people, to give people hell, to slut shame, fat shame, look shame, whatever shame you want to add to it. But don't you dare go after any of them, because if you so much as say one word against them, oh, you're bullying me. Really? You can dish it, but you can't take it. What kind of bullshit excuse is that? You're a piece of crap. You deserve what you get. And I'm honestly saying right now, and if you have been here for a year, because this started exactly a year ago. Hi, Joe. That's okay. You've been here for a year, and some of you have been here longer than that. You know that this year I have tried to quit 4 or 5 times, at least. There was one time Aaron took over the channel for me because I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. There have been several times when I've left for a week or 2 weeks. I haven't gone on vacation. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life, because this is what I wanted to do. This isn't about, ooh, I want to have 1 million followers. And no, this was about me having fun doing something that I never thought I could do. The idea of me editing a video was the most frustrating, paralyzing thing. I love editing videos. And every time I learn a new trick, I want to put it on the video so that you guys see that I'm actually learning something. That to me is fun. Doing the research to talk about something I have no idea what I'm talking about, that to me is fun. In some occasions, like when that chick that scammed the people from exercise, I had history of with that market. So to be able to use something that I know from my past to get information out about something new, that was fun for me. And the last year has been a drag. It has been. To see people that supported me turn their back on me because they actually believe what these people said without even asking me. And to see people that were absolutely like always on the streams and always talking and always contributing, not even ask me for my side of the story, just automatically, and more importantly, tell me that they don't want me doing drama because it's too mean. And now I see them all over social media being as mean as can be and saying the most horrible things about other people and supporting people that are bullies. If that's not a kick in the head, I don't know what is. And I'm just tired. And I have said, and the funny thing is, every time I say I'm going to quit, I get 1 or 2 messages from one of you guys going on my DMs telling me, oh, don't quit. We love you, blah, blah, blah. And trust me, I appreciate that a lot. But when I posted that message this morning, that message was supposed to go out last night. But I needed a screenshot from Live and Learn, and she was not online, so I couldn't get it. Where people are calling her a Klansman. And so I found another one that was aimed at Kelly, and actually it's the same one where they call me a racist. And I found another tweet that somebody aimed, oh, you're white, so shut the fuck up. No, she has a right to say whatever she needs to say. You people are fake racist, fake woke people. You need to shut up, because half of you are white and have the goal to tell another white person not to talk about race. Please, the hypocrisy. You're pathetic. You're absolutely pathetic. But going back to the whole situation, I posted that this morning late for me, because I wanted to post that last night at midnight. And then I fell asleep and I posted it this morning. Yeah, and fake being a person of color, correct. And when I posted it this morning, I left my house, and I might be repeating myself. I think I told you guys this already, but I'm going to say it again, because there's people here that weren't here when I started. The place where I walk is about a 15-minute drive from here. And I do it on purpose because I could walk. We have a walk park here. I just want to get in the car because we can't go anywhere. So it's nice to be able to go to the car, because if it's for exercise, they let you drive. And it's where I used to live. I used to live on that side of Florida. And the whole drive, I use my YouTube. I have a music playlist on YouTube. And I specifically looked for the songs that make me smile. And I cried. I've been crying since before midnight. And I cried the entire drive over there. My friend called me and I was crying. And I got back in the car and I cried all the way here. And then I sat here and my friend called me again because he kept telling me, you need to stop crying. And I kept crying. And I walked my exercise of the day. And I was so proud of myself because I was actually by myself. I didn't have my husband. I didn't have my daughter. I walked by myself. And the entire time I was crying. Which is probably why I'm not crying now, because I have no tears left to cry. Isn't that a song? Anyway. And I'm crying out of frustration because I'm tired. I'm just fucking tired. I have done absolutely nothing to any of these people. If anything, I've supported these people before they turned their backs on me. All of them. The ones that I know, because there's a bunch of people that I don't know who the hell they are. And I don't give a fuck who they are. And those people, I couldn't care less. But let's be clear that the main 4 or 5 people involved in this mess, I supported every single one of them. And Aaron can testify to that because Aaron was there and so was Joe. They can both testify to that. I had no ill intent towards any of these people. I did not have any hidden agendas with these people. I don't have any hidden agendas with nobody because I don't give a damn. I watch you all. If you have a video, I'll watch it if I have time. I don't have time to sit here and come up with this dastardly plan to take over your channel or suck up your viewers or whatever the hell you want to call it. Cloud chase or whatever. No. People that I have opened my friendship to and my DMs to, I have done it with every intention of either letting them end or helping them out. And if they turn their back on me because they think I am cloud chasing, that's on them. That's not on me. If I have ever apologized to somebody, I've done it with every intention of apologizing because I don't like to hurt people. Accidentally or on purpose. I don't like that. I'm not a play games kind of person. I can play games if I want to. But I'm not a playing games kind of person. I'm 53 fucking years old. I don't have time for that shit. And to have somebody have the goal to tell me that I was apologizing, I was giving a fake apology, that's on you. That's not on me. I gave you an apology. You don't have to accept it. But what you're not going to do is sit there and say that it was a fake apology, because it wasn't a fake apology. If that's your problem, if you don't trust anybody, which we have proven with time that you don't trust anybody, because you're a piece of shit person and you probably think everybody's just a piece of shit like you. Then we have last night some proof once again that what I keep saying about showing DMs is true. We have two people showing DMs to try to prove that Shelby was doing some underhanded stuff. I read all those DMs. Not once did I see Shelby doing something inappropriate. If anything, it proved that they were the ones that were doing something inappropriate. And you can't sit there and say, well, I was trying to bring us all together and you were plotting against me. Well, the same thing can be said about you. Which is why when I looked and I saw that you had your tweets protected, I went and looked at your account and surprise, surprise, I was no longer following you, but I was following you 2 hours before. If you don't have anything to hide, why protect your tweets and why unfriend me? And I know it's a forced unfriend because, again, I didn't unfollow you. Because you have something to hide. You're the bad guy here. All of you are. That's why when everybody was like, let's go to the Discord, I was like, nope, I'm not going to that Discord because that's the devil. And I was right. What's the question? Molly, what was the question? Can I complain below with YouTube about these people? No, because they're going to claim that this is parody and satire. And because it's parody and satire, then that's what they did. That's what they've been doing the whole time. And I'm not going to waste my time because, again, it requires me to watch the video. I refuse to watch the video. If somebody wants to complain about them, that's on them, but I'm not doing it. If another person is being attacked, what's Discord? Discord is an app that it's kind of like the chat rooms back in the day, but you can do live calls, you can do video and whatnot. But you can have a private Discord or a public Discord. And the way I understand it, this person had a public Discord, but they also had private chats going on where they were trashing people. This is what has been coming out since last night because many people have turned against these two people and have started trying to prove that, you know, I don't think any of these people are bad people. I just think these people are either mentally ill or they're so miserable in their life that this is how they find their amusement and their entertainment. And for those of you who actually have Twitter, you know that that's what I said. They find this amusing. This is entertainment to them. It's not to me. Hey, Lorna. Of course you didn't. What notification? Entertainment for me was when I started. Granted, I started with a video attacking John Cokian for keep coming after Peter Mann, which put me in the map, let's be real. I didn't do it for that. I didn't think anybody was going to watch that video. So when it got 5,000 views, I was kind of shocked. I was actually in a restaurant when it hit 1,000 and I was like, why did this video take 1,000 views? It went up to 5,000 in less than 24 hours. And I've had videos that have had 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. I just found that out last night because I don't pay attention to that stuff. I don't pay attention to numbers. The people that keep talking about, oh, your dying channel. I don't give a fuck. You really think I do this for you? I don't do this for you. I do this because I like doing it. And some of the people that are on the chat, well, actually all the people are on the chat because you people are not brave enough to post a comment or you're blocked. The people that come to this channel to hang out with me and to see what my point of view is and stuff. And that's what I like to do. That's what I love to do. I don't give a shit if this channel doesn't grow There are other ways I can make money on social media, and I would be making mungo bucks right now if I could. But I've been so focused on this bullshit because I've been miserable for a whole fucking year. And I've tried to get out of it. And I've actually begged you people to take my fucking name out of your mouth and to stop harassing me. And you refuse because as soon as I say this on a video, the first words out of your mouth, oh, she's bullying me. Nobody's bullying you. You've been bullying people for a year. And in the case of Peter Mann, you've been bullying him for a lot longer. And the fact that you have no self-awareness to realize that what you're doing is horrible says a lot about you. You can claim it's your mental health. I don't give a fuck. You're a horrible human being. You're the only one out of all these people that are running around like crazy people doing stupid shit. You're the one person that I don't think that you're not a nice person. I have never believed you're a nice person. Ever since you stabbed me in the back exactly 1 year ago, because you decided that I was a shit person, because I don't bow down to you. Because I don't believe it's okay to call somebody a fat ass. Because I don't believe it's okay to make 45 videos on Peter Mann. Because I don't believe that you have the right to call me an e-beggar when you have a fucking PayPal on your fucking channel. When you are friends with somebody that sat on my live stream begging for money for a fucking pallet when I was starving to death. You are a shit person. And you have sucked the life out of this thing for me. And I have allowed that. And that's on me. Because I shouldn't. Stop it. I'm not answering the phone. But maybe you win. Because I'm telling you people right now, tomorrow's the last live stream. And I can't tell you that I'm coming back because I don't know. I honestly don't know. At this particular second, if you ask me right now, I'm going to tell you, fuck no. I'm not coming back. And I hate that I have done this before. And it's funny because I remember criticizing people for saying I quit and then showing up the next week. But I kind of sort of understand how they feel. Because I have, on the one hand, two very important people in my life that are like, no, you're not quitting. And on the other hand, I have all the friends that I have that know me in real life that are sitting there like, why are you putting yourself through this, including my husband? Because that's the dilemma. My best friend and my daughter don't want me to quit. My husband does. And my friends do. Because my friends know who I am. And that's funny because the fact that my friends and many of you know who I am, it's the only reason why I don't quit. Ironically, it's working against them, I guess. But this time around, which is what I started talking about when I said I went for my walk and I forgot to finish it. When I came back from my walk, I had a ton of messages on DM, which I wasn't expecting. And again, I started crying because some of you left me. Erin was one, and Christina left me one, and some other people. I'm not going to mention names because I shouldn't be mentioning names. Some of you all came to my DMs like, what the fuck? What's going on? Why are these people still at it? You can only attack a person so many times before it starts getting to them. And I told you this, the last time I wanted to quit, I told you guys, you know, I can only take so much. Why were you in the grocery store? Stay home. I know I do the same thing. No names. You are not going to put any names on the chat. Sin, if you are still on Twitter, I'm leaving it up for like half an hour more. Just send me a message and I'll tell you who it is. But we're not putting names on the freaking chat. If anybody mods, if anybody puts a name, take the comment down, please. No names. If you're not on Twitter, send if anybody has my email, just put it on the chat so that she can send me a message. Well, what I was saying is, people, I used to make fun of people for saying I'm quitting and then coming back a week later. I understand the pull to come back. The one thing that I have noticed is that every time I come back, I have less interest in being here. Okay. All right, Sen. And it's not because I don't love doing this, because I love doing this. I absolutely love sitting here and shooting the shit with you guys and talking about food and talking about the last ridiculous thing the beauty gurus did or whatever. I love doing this. I absolutely love doing this. But I'm absolutely when you actually look at the famous tweet thread that I posted this morning, I'm sorry. I mentioned something, and I don't know how many people caught it, where I was talking about taking something and then taking something to take the pain away and then regretting it 5 seconds later and then throwing it up so that it wouldn't do what it was supposed to do. And that actually happened. And it happened a lot more recent than you people might think. And I spent 2 days with the worst headache of my life. I was stomach sick, obviously, because I forced myself to throw up. And I refused to say why I was sick because that would have been a 5150. That would have definitely been a 5150. And I got lucky that the person that knew what I was doing didn't know about the 5150 because that person actually contacted my sister and I had to lie to my sister. And I had to lie here. Because I was just like, there's only so much you can take of this bullshit before it starts getting to you. And then to have those people who hate me so much question, well, her stance should make sure that she's getting the mental health aid that she needs. It is none of your fucking business what I'm doing about my mental health. It's none of your fucking business. And the hypocrisy of you talking about my mental health when you dismiss my mental health because other people have mental health problems, I'm just faking it. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. And it shows that entire group of people on that side of the fence are fake woke, fake whatever you want to call them. They don't care about race. They don't care about mental health. They don't care about not shaming people for their choices. The only thing they care about is hurting people. And the longer you guys actually clap for them, stand them, defend them, because last night I saw people defending the behavior of these people. You're part of the problem. You're absolutely part of the problem. Because when people do something wrong, I don't care if you love them or you hate them, you need to stand up for them. The fact that I don't like Jackie Aina, that I used to support Jeffree Star, that I don't care one way or another for Manny MUA, those are not reasons for you to hate me. If you don't like me, that's fine. You don't have to like me. I'm not $100 bill and not everybody's materialistic. I don't have a problem if you don't like me. But the kind of hate that you're putting out there and the kind of bullshit that you're putting out there, and thank God everybody's accused of being a racist nowadays, because it used to be 10, 15 years ago, if you call somebody a racist, you pretty much erased their career. But you don't give a shit about that because all you care about is ruining people. You need some self-reflection. You need to get a fucking life. Because I actually have one. And I have people who love me very much here and in real life. And the only reason why I'm still here is because those people love me. Because if it wasn't for that, it would be over already. There's plenty of lakes I could have jumped off, or there's plenty of things I could have done to end this. And the fact that you get thrill and you get happy and you're salivating and you're chomping at the bits to see somebody like me end their fucking life because it makes you feel somehow superior or powerful, it's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life. It just is. And I have to be honest with you, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to come back at 4 p.m. tomorrow because I always do Fridays at 4 p.m. and I'm not giving up that spot until tomorrow. I guess we'll find out what happens after that. I am going to take the rest of the month of April off. And when I wake up on May 1st, if I answer, because I'm not deactivating Twitter, I'm just taking it off my phone. If I wake up in a good mood, or if somewhere along the line I decided to create content and I start posting content, or I decide to come back live, and by the way, don't think I'm taking this decision lightly, because I know some of you love coming to the check-ins and it makes the day a little easier. Believe me, it has been the toughest decision that I've made so far, because I've been thinking about this for about a week. But when I get a phone call from somebody that I care about and I can't breathe because I'm so freaking frustrated, or I cannot eat. I haven't had a bite to eat since sometime at 5 p.m. yesterday. And I like to eat. Hi, Dev. And at this point, I'm going to hurt myself because this is not healthy for me. Did Molly have to go? Yeah, tomorrow we're talking about food, because I definitely don't want to talk about this. But after tomorrow, I can't answer it. I don't know. I can tell you that I'm taking all the apps out of my phone because I want a week off. And I know that I can turn this off, or just turn the internet off and whatnot. But if I have the phone, I'm going to talk. This has been a very long fucking year. This entire year, since April 23rd last year until now, has been the longest year of my life. And believe me, I've had years when I've had a miscarriage. That was a long year. I had a year when I had something called dengue, which is the worst disease you could ever think of. I had the year when my dad died and my mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and those were long years. But this year, because it's been directly attacking me with stuff that is not true. And at the end of the day, here's the thing. You can believe whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. Because I'm tired of trying to explain to you that what you're hearing is not true. That you are trying to convince yourself that I'm this horrible person because you have no life and you decided to believe some people, and now your pride is in the way. Maybe those people were wrong. Even though we've been proving you that these people have been wrong the entire year, you still believe in them. That makes you just as bad as they are, in my book. Because you should be able to make decisions for yourself, like who you like, and move on with your life. But instead, you have come in like a mob to attack people that you don't know, to not listen to anything we say, and to have the gall to get upset when we try to defend ourselves. Oh, you're the bully. And I'm saying it because I've seen it. I've seen people call me a bully when I was defending myself against these people, which makes no sense to me, but it is what it is. Oh, she doesn't want to stop talking about you. If she would stop talking about me, I would definitely stop talking about her because I don't give a shit about her. But after a year of having this person calling me names, trashing me, calling me racist, and all this other stuff, it hurts. It gets old. It's annoying. I'm going to hurt you with your pineapples in a minute, by the way, Miss Thing. I'm telling you right now. I want purple hearts. I don't want pineapples on my screen. It's my live stream. Go and make your own live stream and get pineapples, woman. And by the way, because apparently I have to make the point, I'm joking. And I realize none of you, all of you know that I'm joking. But, since people get offended because they're stupid, I have to clarify for those that are not on the chat but are definitely watching. Thank you. But tomorrow, please, let's talk about food. Let's talk about anything but this because I'm tired. I'm absolutely tired of this. I don't know why Linda got blocked. Maybe because she had already posted one. Yeah, Lorna, that would have been hilarious, but it would have been a lot. You probably would have gotten blocked. Hi, Jennifer. Bye, Jennifer, because I'm about to leave. So tomorrow I'm gonna be. Yeah, I can handle that. You can have the pineapples in between my hearts. That's okay. Tomorrow I'm gonna be here at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 24 plus what? 4 hours? 24 plus 4 is what? 28 hours from now. And no, I'm not gonna take the stream down so you can watch it. But there's a big possibility that when I leave, after I might leave and take all the live streams down. I don't know. I haven't decided that yet either. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta be honest with you. And no, this is not a sympathy or trying to make myself look like a victim, because that's what cracks me up. They cry mental health every time somebody attacks them, according to them. But if we say something, we're victims. No, I'm not victimizing myself. I'm very well aware that the only reason why you've gotten to me is because I let you get to me. And that pisses me off even more, which makes me cry even more because I cry when I'm angry. But at this point, I am so angry that I cannot even cry anymore. Congratulations. You've gotten me to a new high of fucked up. When I decide, you'll find out. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go. I'll be back at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Love you all very much. Thank you for listening to me ramble for an hour and 8 minutes. And I guess we'll talk tomorrow. Bye. Well, that's nice. I finished. So what the hell?